And this video is about really diving down into those questions and what we're going to be looking at in terms of the topic
right on.
Of loneliness and the cure. So let's unpack this. This is really good stuff.
Well, you don't start with the word loneliness because everybody has to run from it as if it's not affecting them. But the truth is that it's the common human experience. More people suffering from loneliness, more people acting out, either because they have no solution for it and they're going to expand their grief to include others, or they're seeking it, but they're looking for love in all the wrong places, and often looking for community with all the wrong methods. And so it all comes back to Christ, because disruption, disunity, disharmony is all sourced in the evil one.
Right.
The solution is found in reconnecting with God, and through that, reconnecting with each other.
So let me ask you this. Why is this, in the terms of curriculum with the master's program, why is this one essential at this point in this journey of the master's program?
Boy, Noah, there are so many great training programs in the marketplace today that are designed to make people function well, but it doesn't make them live well. Living well requires more than simply finding the techniques to be able to produce results. Living well means that I'm getting into the fabric of life alongside other people. And I found people who have a better time attempting something that fails because of the community that they experienced during it than they had when they had an independent victory that involved nobody but themselves.
Bottom line, we weren't designed to do life alone.
And the sooner we find that to be true and just embrace it, and then recognize that the only solution that is found there, you can't bring two needy people together and expect to find a solution. But if you find two people with a common need, connect them with a God who is the ultimate resource.
Right.
And then with their needs met through Christ, connecting with one another, when you've got two people who are already in touch with the ultimate solution, who become one another's solution in community, now you've got a combination that can really work.
But this relates into marriage, friendships, and then into community, outside sources, ministry, etc. But it's true that it's the foundation of you weren't meant to do life alone and on an island.
Right.
It's hard to be effective when even when the Lord sent the guys out, it was like, I need the both of you to go together.
Right. And the download that we've got this week is powerfully important, because it's not only going to look at some of the practicum. Jesus said in the last night that he spent with the guys before his betrayal and his crucifixion, he looked around the room and he said, now I can say to you a new commandment. Here's a brand new idea that would have never worked before. You've never heard this from God before, but now you're about to. Love each other as I've loved you. And the New Testament after that period, when the epistles were written to tell Christians how to live the Christian life, that word couplet, one another, gives the action steps that makes love believable and effective. Things like encourage one another, honor one another, forgive one another, be compassionate toward one another, be available to one another, the kinds of ideas that put us in touch with other people in a believable way. We've had people in our lives, you've had it, I've had it, people who look at you and say, I love you, but there's no action to follow it up. Nothing that they do that makes it believable.
Right.
Then you have other people who've not said the words, but their actions communicate it unmistakably. That there's a relationship there that you lean on to get through life effectively, and those relationships become reciprocal. They love you, you love them back, and the power of that, it cannot be matched by anything else.